At the beginning for the game, the player places all the map elements on the board, one piece at a time for each player. Once the map is set, each player plays the target tokens and one character at a time until every piece is placed. The game is turn-based and the miniature can be moved one at a time. When the turn starts, the player must choose which miniature they want to move and throw a d10 dice to establish the available action point the character can use. The player can have a minimum of 1 action point to a maximum of 10 action points he can use with the selected character. The player can choose the order of the action without any restriction. He can move, shoot, perform close combat attacks, perform special action, take an objective. The movement is performed using a ruler. Each half inch of the movement takes 1 action point and it's measured from the base of the miniature. For the shooting action, the soldier needs to have the enemy character in front of him and without obstacle in the middle. The maximum number of the attacks the soldier can perform is indicated on the player card. Each attack takes 1 action point. To attack, the player must throw a d10 dice a first time to know if the character hits the enemy. If hit, the enemy must throw a dice to evaluate if its armor withstands the attack or not. If the armor of the enemy did not withstand the attack, the player must take off from the damaged character 1 health token. If after the damage there are no health tokens left, the character will die and will be removed from the game. If there are action points left, the player can choose if he wants to move the character and withdraw from the battle to secure the miniature from other attacks, or to move on and try to perform a close combat attack, reaching the enemy miniature by touching his base. In the close combat attack, the player must throw the d10 to attack to know if he hit the enemy. If he makes a good result based on the character specs, the enemy must throw a d10 to defend himself. In Anarchy War, one of the most important things is to get the objective. In order to get them, the miniature needs to reach the target tokens and to make a +8 result with a d10 by using just 1 action point. When the player has 2 action points left from his last turn, the miniature will get an extra time token that can be used when an enemy character comes in his eye of sight to perform an attack following the rules of the shooting attacks.